Hi there, Cheryl Nussbaum-Beach, CEO of Powerful Learning Practice, a professional learning company for connected educators. And what I want to do right now is do the next in a series of tutorials about EdConnector, which is the matchmaking space for educators to find each other during Connected Educator Month and beyond. What I'd like to talk about is the forums. Now, in an online community such as this one, the life or the heartbeat usually is around the conversations that take place. And in this space, the way you get to the conversations is through the forum, the groups, and the resources. So I'm going to go to groups first and just let you take a look. When someone creates a group, there are three settings they can give it. They can give it a public setting so that anybody sees it and can join it. They can give it a private setting, which means you can see it and you can request to join it, and then you'll be moderated and let in. And then the final way is that it's a restricted group. It's only private. It's for the people that are using it. Maybe it's a task-oriented group or something just for somebody in a particular district or organization. And so you wouldn't see it. Only the people that would be invited would see those groups. So you can see that you can put the different groups here, and the way you control them is over here, where you'll have the ability to create one. You decide what kind of group it is, and you sort of have something here that you can go by. Now, folks that come into EdConnector can create a group if you have an organization or if you have something that you can work around, and you need a space that you're going to collaborate and come up with ideas. What we don't want to happen is for there to be a lot of groups created that causes a lot of visual busyness that nobody's doing anything in. We absolutely encourage you to create groups that someone's going to be the champion of and post content and that sort of thing. So I'll take you inside a group and just give you an idea of what it looks like. When you click on one of the groups, you can see that a card, just like for individuals, will come up. And inside the card, if you own the group, you can control some of these sorts of things. And that's what I've done. Basically, then the group will start showing up in your area when it comes to the forums and the resources. So I'm going to go to forums. And you see when the forums come up, I have personal, so these are the groups, these are the conversations I'm subscribed to. And the reason there's so many on my list is because I've created a lot of them since I'm setting up the book clubs. There's also global, and that's going to be the place that I recommend that you spend most of your time. When you click on global, you can actually see things that are conversations that would be global to all of us. So for instance, if you're interested in the Connected Educator Month book clubs, here are the conversations around that. There's a video about how to use them. How do you start utilizing the book club? What do I need to know? So let's say that you came in here and you took a minute and you read through it, and then as you're going through, you have a question. Well, you're going to see a reply. Now, you won't see this information. The only reason you're seeing that is because I'm logged on as an administrator. But if you click, you'll see a reply. And when you click reply, you can actually come in here and type a reply that then will come down as a threaded discussion. So I'm going to type one. So there you go. Looks great. Can't wait to get started. And I'll click reply, and the reply will come right underneath so that there'll be this threaded discussion that'll go on. All right, so that's in the global. Now, navigation in here is kind of interesting. When I'm in the forums, I navigate here or I navigate here. So I'm in the book club, remember, and that's the main book club, and then I can come back to global. Community announcements is a great place. This is where we will put different things that the community needs to know. For instance, the district toolkit was released, or are you participating organization, the resource center. You can add community announcements in here as well. We think that's a great idea. Actually, you can't add. This one's locked. This will be announcements from Connected Educator Month. I apologize for that. Member news, however, is where you can add information, and you just click over here and you add a topic. So let me pull this over so you can see where that is. So you can see right here, there's add a topic. So when you click on add a topic, what will happen is it'll come up. You'll have a box. You'll say what give the topic a title, tell us a little bit about your news, and if there's any attached files, you'll put it there. The reason that this could be useful is during Connected Educator Month, if you have different kinds of things that you're going to be leading or doing, you might want to give us some member news about that. That would be kind of interesting. Now I'm going to navigate again. I'm going back to global at the top. There are tips and tricks and suggestions, and there's going to be a help desk as well. So these are the kinds of spaces where you can take a moment, read some of the things that are inside here, and then what is Ed Connector all about? To post in there about the different things that you can do in this space. So you can see the global discussions are for all of us. You can add a global section if you want to, and as long as you're willing to follow the thread. But most of your discussions are going to take place within the groups that you join. Now, as an example, I've set up the Connected Educator Book Club. There'll be 4 books that we're showing this during Connected Educator Month, and this is just an example of how they'd be set up. So you can see there's a read first, there's a homework, and then there's different posts that you could go in and you could respond to. So for instance, a day in the life of the Connected Educator, you read it, you click reply, and then it'll add to the bottom like I did before. So when I click on forums, I'm going to have personal forums, I'm going to have global forums, I'll have the groups that I belong to or subscribe to. You can see here's a leaders group that I subscribe to, and so there's one discussion going on there. The interesting thing about this is when I'm looking at this discussion, 4 people have viewed it, but nobody's responded yet. And that's what I really want to encourage you to do, is that the real magic of this space will be in the conversations we have with each other. Now that we can find each other, we need to kind of build on those conversations. The resources are the same. There'll be general resources for the entire community. And so you can see that we've put some resources in there that are for the entire community. There'll also be resources related to your groups. Here's the resources related to the book club group. Here's a group that's going to be creating resources, the same with those. So if you create a group, you can set up resources or you can set up forums. So I hope that you'll start conversations, that you'll add to conversations, and that you'll spend some time kind of looking around the forums and the groups and the resources, and just get comfortable, and let's start learning from each other. All right, thanks so much. I'll see you online.